The federal government has now confirmed the first case of anthrax in Nigeria after disclosing on Monday that the disease was detected in a farm in Niger State. Making this known in a statement on Monday, the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development said that it's deeply concerned to announce the confirmation of an anthrax case in Niger State, Nigeria. It added that on 14th of July 2023, the Office of the Chief Veterinary Officer of Nigeria was notified of animals manifesting symptoms of a suspected case of anthrax in a farm in Suleja. The case was in a multi-species animal farm comprising of cattle, sheep and goats located at Gajiri along Abuja-Kaduna Expressway, where some of the animals had symptoms including oozing of blood from their body openings, anus, nose, eyes and ears. A rapid response team comprising of the federal and state health professional teams visited the farm to conduct preliminary investigations and collected samples from the sick animals. And subsequent laboratory tests by the National Veterinary Research Institute laboratory confirmed the diagnosis, marking the first recorded case of anthrax in Nigeria in recent years, and after the report an outbreak of anthrax in northern Ghana a few weeks ago. And operatives of the Amotekun Corps in Ondo State have paraded 28 suspected criminals for different offenses. Among the suspects are 2 secondary school girls who feigned their abduction and hostage taking, as well as some suspects who allegedly raped their victims for 3 consecutive days. Ayodeji Moradiyo reports.
These are suspected criminals arrested by the men of the Amotekun Corps at different locations in Ondo State. Some of the suspects were arrested during an intense joint raid of the forest in Owo, Ifon and Akoko areas of the state to dislodge kidnappers hiding in the forest. Parading the suspect before journalists in Akure, the state commander of Amotekun, Adetunji Adeleye, said 3 of the suspects allegedly raped their victims for 3 consecutive days in their hideout in the Nigeria local government area of the state.
We have few cases of illegal possession of firearms, cult activities, house breaking. But in all, as soon as we complete investigations, that warrant prosecution.
Also paraded were 2 secondary school girls in Oka area of Akoko Southwest local government area of Ondo State for feigning their abduction. According to him, the 2 girls demanded ransom from their parents for their release. The Amotekun commander said the 2 girls were tracked through the phone used to demand for ransom.
We have people who kidnap themselves and raise alarm. And in our diligent investigations, we were able to unravel the mystery surrounding their disappearance to the extent that they confessed. Also here, we have a family where the mother specializes in buying daily needs, food, for kidnapped suspects.
The commander also seek adequate information from members of the public to enable the Corps wipe out criminal activities in the state. Ayodeji Moradiyo, TVC News, Akure.
Thanks for staying with us. The newly appointed Chief of Defense Staff says welfare of troops, deepening joint operations, and the people-oriented armed forces will form the tripod upon which his administration will be placed. At a screening exercise, the House of Representatives canvassed for a full-fledged defense space force to handle potential threats from the cyberspace and provide intelligence support for other security agencies. Jaketsa has details.
For 16 years, Nigeria has witnessed a diverse and unprecedented level of insecurity in which the armed forces have been fully involved. The Tinubu administration is desirous to overcome challenges of insecurity and enhance economic growth. To achieve these, it has brought in new hands to run the affairs of the nation's security architecture. Days after the Nigerian Senate interfaced with the nominees, they take turns before the House of Representatives. The committee stresses the dire need for the citizens to see a remarkable difference in the state of the nation's security. The lawmakers want attention shifted to cyberspace crime.
It is important we have this kind of engagement so that we understand you better, know you better, and can carry the message directly to our people.
We urge you to effectively collaborate with sister security agencies to ensure that all security threats are completely neutralized and Nigerians can live peacefully.
In their responses, the security chiefs acknowledged tremendous challenges ahead of them. The commitment is to continue to uphold their constitutional role and safeguard the nation's territorial integrity.
I recognize the significance of leading thousands of devoted and distinguished servicemen and women to provide a secure and peaceful environment for the Nigerian people to freely engage in their legitimate enterprise in line with the constitutional mandates of the armed forces of Nigeria.
Never in the recent past is the requirement for proactive, adaptive, and inclusive leadership more needed than Nigeria's security environment of today.
For more than 3 hours, the committee grilled the nominees behind closed doors, and at the end, it says it has asked necessary questions and has been appropriately briefed.
They come from very, very practical background. They're people who have served and served well. They're people who also have shown that they have passion for the Nigerian people and for the troops in which they lead.
The report of the ad hoc committee is expected to be laid before the House of Representatives after the screening exercise. All eyes are indeed on the House of Representatives days after the Senate approved the appointment of the nominees. Joke Edsa, TVC News, Abuja.